to this Dux-Soup webinar, which is all about our wonderful affiliate scheme, which we've called Dabble. And we'll come onto that name a bit later. So my name is Adam Osman. I'm the head of marketing at Dux-Soup. And with me today is Gillian Sefton-Jenkins, who also works with me on the marketing side. So what we want to talk about today really is why we think Dux-Soup is such a great product and why it matches up to what affiliates are looking for. And we'll take you through the portfolio of products, which is our Pro and Turbo editions. We'll give you an overview of the Dabble scheme, and we'll also take you through a demo of the First Promoter platform, which is what drives and controls and manages all of the affiliate tracking. So we've got plenty of time at the end of the presentation to run through any questions, but to the right hand side of your screen there is a chat box, so if you do have any questions that you think of whilst we're in flight, just pop them into the chat box, and if we can answer them as we go, you'll see a reply pop up. Otherwise we'll take them at the end. So if we dive straight in, just a bit of background to me. I've been working in marketing my whole career of 24 years, mostly in enterprise marketing roles for a whole range of organisations, from startups, SMEs, medium-sized companies, all the way up to high street retail banks. But there are two core activities that I think have really been at the centre of my marketing career, which is all about how do we generate leads and how do we raise awareness. So generating leads to help companies win new business, and raising awareness so more people know about us, which actually helps us with the lead generation. I've been working with Dux-Soup for around 18 months now, and I think, excuse me, it's a really exciting time to be working in this industry. We're seeing loads of innovations, loads of unique features being built into the product, and we're seeing some fantastic growth of the software. So what we really want to do today is give you all of the information so that you can be as enthusiastic, enthused, and motivated as we are to talk to your network about Dux-Soup. So a bit of overview about Dux-Soup. We've got over 50,000 users globally. So it's a product, a piece of technology that can work anytime, anywhere, anywhen. And it's really, I think our growth has been founded on riding off the back of three key trends in the market. The first is social selling, in particular via LinkedIn, which is absolutely enormous. So more than 500 million users, hundreds of millions of active users, and 40% of people who are on LinkedIn use it on a daily basis. I was talking to the managing director of a fairly large company yesterday, and he actually said that he uses or looks at LinkedIn at least once a day. The second trend I think we're really riding on is the fact that traditional sales and marketing techniques like email campaigns, direct mail campaigns, telemarketing are perhaps diminishing in terms of their return these days. And growth hacking, which to us is all about using creative and low-cost ways to help businesses win more business, is really where it's at. It's a hot topic at the moment within sales and marketing, and it can either complement or replace some of those traditional sales and marketing techniques. And the big benefit is it gives you more instantaneous results, which means you're seeing the ROI much more quickly. And the third trend, I think, is all around automation. Dux-Soup fundamentally was built to automate a lot of the time-consuming stuff you need to do on LinkedIn when you're using it for lead generation. So typically you would normally do things like lots of copying and pasting of data into other packages, copying and pasting and creating new messages. Dux-Soup automates all of those mundane tasks. So it does the heavy lifting for you. And it means you can focus on the more value-adding activities. So these are things like, how do I build my connections, my network? How do I then engage with these people to bring them through my sales funnel? And what we've seen and what our use cases show is that Dux-Soup saves companies time and money, and it really accelerates the lead generation process. So what we think this means for Dux-Soup users is that the target audience is actually really quite broad, and it's certainly one that's in tune with some of these key trends. I started crunching some numbers actually before this presentation, and what we've seen over the last 2 years is the growth of the Dux-Soup user base has really been accelerating. So in the last 2 years, we've more than doubled the number of paying users for Dux-Soup, but we also have a fairly substantial free user base on a very simplified version of the platform. We consistently get over 2,000 downloads every month, and we're currently getting around 500 new subscribers to the Pro edition of Dux-Soup, and I'll talk about the differences between the two editions shortly. And the most recent addition to our portfolio is Dux-Soup Turbo, which launched in January 2019. The subscriber base has actually exceeded our expectations, now runs into 4 figures. I think all of this points to the fact we're operating in a really vibrant and growing market, and one that Dux-Soup is tapped into quite nicely. If we look at some of the features for Dux-Soup, the first is the ability to auto-visit LinkedIn profiles. So you can create a filter either in the basic version of LinkedIn or one of the premium subscriptions of LinkedIn Sales Navigator or Recruiter. And you can use those filters to create a target list and set Dux-Soup to go and visit those profiles effectively as you on your profile on LinkedIn. And this immediately increases the awareness of who you are and what you do. So I did a little test when I first started working with Dux-Soup. I set it going targeting marketing managers for a specific piece of enterprise software. And I did nothing else apart from have it auto visit those profiles. And over the next week, what I saw continually was my profile being visited back by people who are keen to understand, who is this guy Adam? Why is he looking at my profile? What might we have in common? But a key thing about the way in which we structured the product is we always recommend using the tool so that you stay within safe guidelines and usage of LinkedIn. The second thing you can do with Dux-Soup, and I think this is quite cool, is effectively tap into those LinkedIn search results, but off the LinkedIn platform. So using Google to scan some of those LinkedIn profiles. And this actually keeps you under the radar effectively and doesn't count towards your commercial search limit that operates on LinkedIn. The third sort of feature we wanted to talk about is the ability to download profile data. So one of the most common questions we see on our Facebook group and some of the lead generation forums around LinkedIn is there a tool that can help me target a set of users and download those details with email addresses and phone numbers for use off LinkedIn? And that's one of the core features that you get from Dux-Soup. So you can take these lists off LinkedIn. You can import them into third-party systems like Excel or Google or Salesforce, and you can feed them into your other lead generation processes. Some of the more advanced features are automated messaging. So when you're sending out your connection requests on LinkedIn, we've got a variety of almost like mail merge type fields. So you can personalize that connection request. So it looks as though it's coming directly from a person as opposed to someone who's doing a bulk activity. And you can also, in a similar way, send personalized messages directly within LinkedIn. One of the cool little hacks I think you can use with Dux-Soup is to visit group members. So there are a ton of groups on LinkedIn for all sorts of topics, from lead generation to industry specific, vertical specific, geographic specific. So you can join one of these groups and set Dux-Soup to go and visit the profiles based around the shared interest that brought people into that group. And again, the neat thing here is it doesn't count towards the commercial search limits that LinkedIn operates. And I mentioned downloading data earlier. So revisiting profiles is another cool thing you can do with Dux-Soup. So once you've set up your filters, you've understood it's come back, could be with, depending on how niche you go and how targeted you go, you could have anything from a few hundred to a few thousand search results. You can download those profiles into your third-party system, clean up the results, and then prioritize that list. And then you can upload that back into Dux-Soup and run some really focused marketing campaigns to very specific niches of your target audience. And this is something I think has proved to be really popular with a number of our users. So those are all the key features of the Pro. All of those are available in our Turbo edition, but then you get some advanced features, which I think are pretty unique in the marketplace. So Dux-Soup Turbo is the only LinkedIn automation tool that offers something called workflow integration. So it gives you the ability to have an end-to-end lead generation process that encompasses Dux-Soup, LinkedIn, but also your third-party systems like CRM, sales lead management, applicant tracking systems. And you can actually automate a lot of things outside of LinkedIn that allow you to manage that end-to-end lead gen activity with triggers, depending on how your prospects are responding, and managing all of that activity from within your third-party system. And another really, really cool feature, it's something that was highly requested by users. And again, I think we're the only company that has this within their LinkedIn automation platform, is you can send automated follow-ups. So let's take a common example. You've set Dux-Soup to go away and visit profiles, and then you've sent out your connection requests. You can set Dux-Soup Turbo up to monitor what happens to those connection requests. So as somebody accepts, you can send an automated follow-up. Hey, so for example, if I've tried to connect with Jill, Jill accepts my connection request, I can have an automated message that says, hi Jill, thanks for connecting. It's great to see we both work in the marketing industry. I'd love to share some more information about what we do. I think one of the key things about LinkedIn and lead gen on LinkedIn is it's always wise not to go straight for the jugular and ask for your meeting or your call or your demo on that first message. So build a relationship over time, and this is where your automated message sequence really comes in handy. So you can set up a drip campaign with delays from anywhere from 1 to 31 days. So maybe you want to wait 2 or 3 days from sending that hi Jill message, and your second message could be, hey Jill, I thought you might be interested in this bit of social proof, this case study, or this white paper that really shows the benefits of who we are and what we do. And then a third message could go out a week later, and so on. The cool thing here is if somebody then responds, Dux-Soup Turbo stops the campaign just for that one person. So then you can evaluate how best you want to manage that follow-up response. So it could be you might want to do a personal reply. It might be you pass that to your inside sales or telemarketing team so they can contact them off the LinkedIn platform. Or it could just be responding in a very personalized way based on what information they're sharing with you. And it's really easy within Dux-Soup Turbo to keep track of the profiles and the people who are coming back in your campaigns, so you can work out how best to automate that follow-up and where best to apply your follow-up resources. So if I was summarizing some of the key benefits of Dux-Soup for your end users, it helps companies to raise awareness and really do their lead generation more efficiently. So you can get your products and services out towards your target audience much more effectively. It really helps you to organize your activity, categorize and target your audience for some really precise campaign. And it's a really big time savings. You can actually save thousands. We've got use cases of people who've said they see Dux-Soup almost like a virtual member of their team. It's saved them having to go out and recruit someone to do all this lead gen activity for them. And I just wanted to give you a quote which one of our users gave around Dux-Soup Turbo in particular. It said it gives us the ability to run some hyper targeted campaigns at a much lower price point than traditional digital marketing. And for me, this sums up those benefits neatly. You can run really focused campaigns. You can do it more efficiently, more cost effectively than your traditional marketing campaigns. And our website, we've got the link here, has a number of proven use cases across multiple industries and multiple sectors. So if I can hand over to Jill now.
Green. Okay. All right, so looking now, thanks for setting that scene, Adam. Can I just double check you can see that screen?
Yep, looks great.
Good. All right, so we talked a bit about Dux-Soup and setting the scene in terms of what's driving sales of Dux-Soup in the global marketplace. And I think Adam's done a great job there of outlining why people in your networks and part of affiliate schemes would be interested in this product. So I'm going to talk a little bit now about the actual scheme. It's called Dabble, and the reason it's called Dabble is that dabbling is what ducks do when they feed. So thinking of feeding pipelines and feeding your affiliate schemes, that's why we called it Dabble. Dux-Soup, incidentally, is called Dux-Soup because there is a saying, as easy as Dux-Soup, pointing to the fact that this is an incredibly easy to use tool that gets great results. That's the origins of both of those names, just so you know. We get asked that question quite a lot, so I thought I would clear that one up. So as Adam said, we launched Dabble a couple of weeks ago in the middle of February 2020. We've already got, I think last count, it's nearly 200, if not over 200 affiliates already signed up to the scheme, which is fantastic. We were running a scheme before we launched Dabble, and there might be a couple of people on the call who were part of that scheme. So I will refer sometimes to just comparisons to the old scheme, and that's really for the benefit of those people on the call, just so they can see what this new scheme brings. Obviously, if you're totally new to the scheme, then that's not relevant, but that's what I'm referring to when I say that. So we launched in February. In terms of the commission, we have the commission on both the Dux-Soup Pro and Turbo editions, and that's definitely a move forward from the scheme we ran previously. Turbo is really creating a buzz in the market, particularly with the workflow integration and the follow-up, automated follow-up capabilities. As you can see, that's just extending the automation of that whole lead generation process. So those are both available for commission. It's now both on commission on both monthly and annual subscriptions. So we offer various plans for Dux-Soup on the Pro and Turbo editions, and those are all available for you to make commission on, which is great. So people might start off on monthly, then move to annual. They might start off on Pro and move to Turbo. And I think in that way, we're helping you with the stickiness to the network that you're selling into. We've got 50% of the first monthly or annual installment you will get commission on, and then we've got the recurring commission at 20%. And I think that's pretty generous. I'm looking at other schemes in the market, and hopefully is very appealing to you. We've also moved this scheme onto the First Promoter platform. Many of you might well be familiar with that. I'll show you quickly what it kind of looks like towards the end of the call. But that platform is pretty intuitive. It's got great tracking. Analytics are great, nice dashboard views. You can see how you're performing against other affiliates. So it's pretty cool, and everything's run through that. So that's, I think, definitely been a great move forward from the previous platform that we were running this on. Okay, so in terms of the assets within Dabble, we have loaded up some stuff, and this will grow and grow, obviously, as we move forward with the scheme. So, and I'll show you where these are in a minute, but we have all the logos, various sizes. We've got banners coming soon. When I say soon, hopefully this week. And if you signed up to the scheme, you will get notification that those are now available for you. We have some great case studies. I've got to say the Dux-Soup user base is awash with brilliant testimonials about the product. It really does work, and it's proven. So those case studies are all available for you to use. Very active blog. So we're posting on average between 2 and 4 pieces a week. Nice opinion pieces, things about the product. Just again to help you with selling in this product to your networks. We've got a YouTube channel and we've got webinars. All of this is accessible off our website. Obviously, the webinars, we have a mixture of kind of thought leadership, but also very practical product help, tutorials, that type of thing. And that's all available, and all those links are within the asset section of First Promoter. So the other thing I think you want to know about is what support we offer for affiliates. And I've got to say the Dux-Soup support is often cited as world class. It gets rave reviews, incredibly responsive. So obviously email, as with most things, your normal port of call. We've got live chat, and that's UK and US business hours for both of those. So really that's covering, in terms of core business hours, most of the globe. If you want to have a longer chat, and this is available to users as well, you can book a 1 hour booster or technical call, really to go into your usage of the product, or if you wanted to talk about the affiliate scheme, that would be available too, but mostly for users to talk about the product and really get to grips with setting it up, particularly for their own kind of environment. And then the Facebook user group, which is open to anyone signed up to Dux-Soup. It's got 3,000 members and is just a fantastic resource. You can get instant answers on pretty much any question that you pose about the product. And also, obviously, it's a networking site for like-minded growth hackers, digital agencies, marketing teams, or just individual users. So that's really the profile of that user group. And it's global. So we have pretty much every country, I'd say, a user of Dux-Soup in each of those. Okay, so I'm going to just move across now to our web page. And okay, all right, so here you've got the Dux-Soup website, and this is our ducksoup.com/affiliates web page. And from here, you join the affiliate program. If you go to this page, and I do recommend you do, you can see everything we've kind of talked about to date about the scheme, why this product's in demand, your earning potential, so all the commission structure, and then about the support that you can receive as a Dux-Soup Dabble affiliate. And then you've got more details here, the T's and C's, if you like, just about payouts when they're made, and the cookie life. So we have a 60-day cookie life, just so you can keep that that purchase will still be attributed to you within that 60 days. And then just other various details about the scheme. And then from this scheme, it's got join now buttons all over it. So I'm going to press that. Literally just click on. If you're new to the scheme, you will fill out this form here, and you will just be joined automatically. We've got a captcha, but we don't have a screening system as such. So I've already got an account, and so I'm going to sign in here. And that will take me to my dashboard page on First Promoter. And if you're familiar with this won't be new. But you've got some nice just dashboard statistics, who signed up, who clicked through, what actual customers you have, and how much commission is awaiting payout. Reminder about the commission structure here, put in your payout method, whatever that might be. You've got your own unique URL that you can share automatically on social media if you like. And these links are customizable, so you can create your own links with sub-IDs for specific campaigns you want to run. Also here, you've got access to the FAQ about the First Promoter platform and about the Dabble scheme. And hopefully 90% of your questions will be answered through that FAQ. So that's the dashboard view. And then we drill into details. So these are your performance details. This isn't populated because this is a demo, but you can really drill into how you've done, any trends, week by week, month by month. And then you've got your top performing URLs and sub-IDs and your top referrers. So you can really get a sense of exactly how your campaigns are going and what's proving most productive in terms of the campaigns you're running. Your rewards here, so all your commissions, the good stuff, the stuff you want to see. and the payouts that have happened. And then here, I mentioned earlier, are the assets that are available to you, and we will be building these strongly over the next few weeks. So as I said, we're going to put a load of banners on there, kind of standard size banners you can use. But at the moment, you've got access to elevator pitches, various logos and icons, the blog articles, the recorded webinars. So do go and review the assets that you have here. So that's a very, very quick look at First Promoter. And I think that's going to be, for those of you on the old scheme and the old platform, I think that's going to be make a real improvement to how you can track and sort of analyze your campaigns and really sell more and get more commission. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to our PowerPoint, and I think that's kind of the end of what we wanted to show you today. But if there are any questions, then please do type them in the chat and we can see those, answer those right now. I've put there the email address for any queries you've got, and then the Dux-Soup.com affiliate address, the page on our website where you can sign up to the scheme if you haven't done already. So Adam, I'll go over to you because I think you can view that chat. Have you got any questions at all?
No questions so far, so hopefully we've done a good job of giving everyone a really thorough overview of our products, the key features, some of the hot points that will resonate with potential end customers that might be relevant to you as affiliates. So, I mean, just to recap some of the key points we talked about, I think it's a really strong product. We're seeing strong growth in the marketplace. The market itself is vibrant. The product is developing fast, and our website has lots of information to enrich the user experience. So we have had a couple of questions that have come in. So first of all, after a sign up, how long does it take to show up in the dashboard?
So that is immediate. So I think on day one, we had commission already being within hours. So that's all immediate.
So we have had a second question come in, which is PayPal an acceptable form of payment?
Yes, PayPal's acceptable. You need to go in and fill, I think I showed you quickly the payment options that you have, so you need to go and put that as your preference.
So that once people have earned some affiliate commission, they can go in and get paid directly into their PayPal account.
Yes.
Okay. Haven't had any more questions in just yet, but if there is anything that you want to know, just as I'm wrapping up, feel free to pop those questions into the chat box. So we've had one question come in. The minimum payout amount is $100. Is that right, Jill?
Yeah, that's correct. $100 a month, and I think that's pretty standard across most schemes. Given the demand for Dux-Soup, I think that's incredibly, well, totally achievable to get past that pretty easily.
Okay. Any more questions? Just whilst here we go, some more. Is there a way, how can I sign people who I have recommended Dux-Soup Turbo in the past, and I want to administrate them and have a commission as well? So if I'm right, Jill, so I think what the question is saying is, I've previously recommended Dux-Soup Turbo to people who are current Dux-Soup Turbo customers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think the affiliate now wants to administrate them.
Yeah, so they would have to, yeah, so it's not retrospective in that sense. So they would have to re-sign up using your exclusive link. We can't go back and attribute them to you, if that makes sense. So send them, everyone renews subscriptions, whether it's annual or monthly. So you need to get them signing up through that. For it to be attributed to you.
Okay, so hopefully that's answered that question. If there are any more questions around billing, tracking, etc., just pop them into the chat box. So another question, do we need to be subscribed to any level to sign someone up?
I'm not sure I totally understand that, but I believe the answer is no, in the sense of anyone, there's no vetting of our affiliates. As I said, all we have is the capture, so robot to catch any robots, but there's no vetting in that sense. Obviously, we've got the $100 minimum commission per month. But other than that, there's no other caveats or levels that you have to achieve, no.
So fairly low barriers to entry in terms of someone who wants to come in and get started on the affiliate program. And we've had another question, which is there a YouTube video to show someone how Dux-Soup works?
Yeah, so we've got a ton of get started with Dux-Soup, how to get started with Dux-Soup, literally step by step. And they all start with a quick explanation of what Dux-Soup is, the value proposition, and here's how to set it up step by step. Everything from your kind of LinkedIn profile through to the parameters that you set. So that is all on our YouTube channel, and it's replicated on the webinar page of our website too. And those links are in the assets section of the First Promoter platform.
And I think just to add to that, Jill, I think Jill mentioned that we have a strong content strategy, so we're continually pushing out relevant articles, thought leaderships, and from time to time we publish playbooks. So this is really a step-by-step guide for how to use Dux-Soup to achieve certain things. And some of those playbooks come from existing users, so they're very much based on sort of real life experience. So we have another.
If I just share my screen really quick, I'll just show your. You go here. Here's the webinar program, just for instance. Okay, so you've got your upcoming webinars. This is what we've got, and these are all very practical stuff. Obviously, this is today's, and then this is one in a couple of weeks, and then we run it on a bi-weekly program. And then here you've got your various tutorials, really. So this is the one, for instance, I was just referring to, and you can see what's in it: basic setup, optimal settings. I will also say this support site for users here is phenomenal. You can search by anything, anyway. If I just do the get support here, the Dux-Soup knowledge base, and it's just got everything from how to get started to what is the difference between these connections, and how do I fix this, and that type of thing. So yeah, really amazing support documentation there as well, and this is all available obviously to any user.
So Jill, can you just repeat which URL they can find all of the webinars, etc. on?
Just Dux-Soup.com. So to Dux-Soup.com, and you see the menu bar at the top, and everything is on here. So your affiliate page, webinars, the blog, etc.
Okay, so we have another question, which is the click cookie is 60 days from first click. If they then click on another affiliate in that 60 days, is the first affiliate attributed the sale?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So I think that obviously rewards the people who are being proactive and pushing out their campaigns, etc. And and it prevents them from signing up through somebody else.
Yeah, well, when we got the first click.
Some really good questions coming in, so I think it shows there's a lot of interest in how we can really empower the affiliates to go out there and start generating some sales, some commission. So we'll give the questions another couple of minutes, but I think Jill also talked about our Facebook user group. And we have some, I guess you would call them super users, who just give up their own time to provide advice, add questions. So you might see questions such as, I'm not getting a great connection rate. Can anyone tell me, what's wrong with my connection strategy? You may get people who will go into detail about their playbook on how to use Dux-Soup Turbo. And I think it's a really, I think the quote that I used earlier on was from a chap called Zeb Perky, who is very active on the Facebook user group. And he sees this as a real benefit to the Dux-Soup community. You have this really strong, engaged set of users who are happy to share knowledge. We've had a question in, are there any areas where we can't promote?
By areas, I'm not sure whether that's geographical areas but essentially Dux-Soup has 3 versions, if that's what you're talking about. So you've got your free, which anyone can sign up to, your free version, and then you've got the pro version and the turbo version that Adam mentioned. You've got annual and monthly plans for each of those, and all of those are available for you to earn commission on. So in that sense, no, obviously you're not going to earn any commission on the free version. So we'll put that to one side. So essentially, every version of Dux-Soup, whether it's pro annual or pro monthly or turbo annual or turbo monthly, is available for you to earn commission on, and then the recurring commission as well. So just to recap, 50% on the first instalment, whether that's monthly or annual, and then 20% recurring commission after that.
Okay, so Jill, so Simon has actually just clarified his question slightly. So he's saying he was thinking about any marketing areas or websites or advertising. Is there anything anywhere where they can't promote?
No, no, not that we've stipulated anyway. Obviously for you guys, there might be some areas that isn't right for you and your network, but from our perspective, no.
Okay, another question. Are there any plans to cap the number of affiliates at some point?
At the moment, no. However, of course, we reserve the right to do that. So at the moment, no, we're building the program and we're getting a sense, having relaunched this, of how quickly the network's building, etc. But obviously that's something we will be looking at. But the honest answer is at the moment, no, we're just building up our affiliate scheme. Totally get the question though, that you don't want to saturate with millions of affiliates. There's got to be some exclusivity to it, but we're certainly not at that point yet.
Okay. Just whilst we give people a bit more time for any questions, I think Jill touched on customer support. This is one of the things that is really, really strong. We regularly get praise for the speed, the friendliness, and the efficiency of our customer support. And I think that really goes to the heart of how Dux-Soup is run as a company. The customer is at the heart of everything. And I think there's some, we've got some brilliant people who work in support, and they work really hard with our users to help them with any issues. And that's, I think, why we see such strong feedback on the support side. So I guess it's not a question, but Chris has said, you guys are amazing. Love this opportunity. We love the fact that you're excited about it, Chris. I think, as I said at the start, I'm really excited about working with Dux-Soup. I think the company's great. I think the product, personally in my career, I've always wanted to work with good people and good products. I think Dux-Soup ticks the box on both counts. I think there's, as we've seen through the growth, I think through the product development, all the way through to the successful use cases. The use cases are really, really good. We did a big push on getting case studies and testimonials out about 18 months ago. And every so often someone will post something on the Facebook group, or we'll get some feedback through support where someone will say, look, this has worked so well. I mean, we have one customer who is using Dux-Soup and they're generating $200,000 worth of sales every month. And they directly attribute the origin of those leads to the work they're doing with Dux-Soup. That's amazing ROI for a tool which, it's not hugely expensive. We have other people, as I think I said before, they see Dux-Soup as a virtual member of their team. We have users who just see Dux-Soup as a way to gain a really big competitive advantage over their competitors who are using all these traditional methods, and perhaps not seeing the growth and the results. The product is agile, it's flexible. You could literally spin up a campaign in the space of half an hour. Once the users are proficient with the tool, and then it's really easy to tweak things as you go along. To make changes to the playbook, to your workflow, to your connection strategy, and this is all documented within all of that content that Jill talked about, our articles, our blogs, our webinars. So we're really glad that you're feeling the excitement, and that you think this is a really good product to share and to hopefully start promoting strongly through your affiliate networks.
Okay, any more questions, Adam?
I can't see any more questions coming in.
Okay.
So just to wrap up, if you can think of anything that we haven't covered, please just do get in touch. We will get back to you as quickly as we can. Good luck to everyone who is planning to launch their marketing programs for Dux-Soup. We're really looking forward to seeing some of these programs take off. Also, please stay in touch with us. If you've had a good experience with the affiliate program, if you're seeing good results, if you're seeing revenue coming in, just drop us a line, because we'd love to feature you as one of our use cases, to show that the benefit and the value of this. But there are no other questions that have come in that I can see. So on behalf of Jill and I, just want to thank you all very much for attending this webinar, and hopefully you've come away now with a really strong understanding of the Dux-Soup product and the opportunity this provides to you.